Alright, we're gonna do some back testing. Kind of want to listen to some music and stay focused, but I don't want to get no copyright shit. So, anyways, let's just start. So, let's check out the highest time frame of the week. Let's see if we see anything. Rally base rally. Not the strongest rally out candle, but I do think right here, the 1 week demand zone. Alright, I think that's it for that. So yeah, we are gonna be bullish. So I just picked a random day, started off in January. Okay, daily. Let's see, none. For 4 hour. Alright, 4 hour. So we are coming out of daily demand, so we gotta expect that there is gonna be demand here somewhere. This demand zone looks pretty good. Our demand. I think honestly we should probably start from Friday because this day looks like we're coming right out of rally. Drop base rally. Okay, this zone looks fucking. This zone's weird because there's a gap, but I think for the most part this still counts. Alright, so here we go. That's our curve. Fair value kind of looks something like this. Alright. So now we drop down. 15-minute. We are dropping from here. Wait, hold on. Let's drop down to 1 hour. I think I might have skipped that. 1 hour. Yep. Easy supply zone right here. This will work because it is a very high quality zone. Structure of it is good. Location of it is good. This is more fair value. So yeah, there are gonna be some months where like the market just does not move. Okay, so it looks like we're rallying up. Are we rallying up from somewhere? Yes, we gotta remember we are still rallying from 1 hour or one daily demand or weekly going up 4 hour. Okay, I don't see anything here. So for this day, we should be bearish. Yeah, for this day we should be bearish. So let's drop to the 15-minute and see if we can join in bearish on this trade. 7:30. Drop to the 5-minute. Okay, I'm gonna quickly change my canvas real quick because this, or not my canvas, but my things. I almost swapped these around. There we go. Okay, so we have a reversal. We have a SIBI here. Bearish FEG. Let's drop to the 1 minute. Let's see if we can snipe out a trade. Yeah, so there is a 1 minute zone here. I mean, this is pretty fucking hard to catch a trade on. Yeah, it's hard backtesting and actually being able to trade how you would accurately, if that makes sense. But I mean, at this point we do know that price is bearish. And I'd say, yeah, I mean, I'd honestly say this is a lower time frame fair value. So because of that, any fair value gap after would work. Like, I just wish that I didn't actually go forward so fast, because realistically I think this is a trade here. Big ass stop though, which, I mean, not sure if I actually would have taken it. I mean, yeah, and there's no demand all the way until down here. Alright, here we go. So this is where we watch this leg up to see if we can find a reversal. Okay, we reversed. Look, now let's see if we can get an opportunity somewhere around here. Nope, we don't get an opportunity. So either you take, yeah, you just short this, go here maybe, 1-3R, or yeah, I mean, the price is just so bearish that it's not testing any of these fucking fair value gaps, so it's really hard to like join in on this trade. Oh, but you look at the 5 minute, there was a zone that got printed. So I mean, yeah, there is a trade opportunity here. Stop barely beyond the distal, target 3R, boom. I mean, yeah, this is just such a strong move down, but let's see if we track a reversal here. Let's go stick with the 5 minute. Nothing yet. Okay, maybe we have a chance here to reverse. 5 minute BISI. Bullish fair value gap. Okay, we test it. Go lower. Okay, low does break. Let's see if there's any new supply that gets printed. That should be a zone right there. So yeah, we're literally just tracking the last seller until he gets reversed, which should be this guy, honestly. I think this is the last seller right here. Bearish for value gap. Okay, let's drop to the 1 minute. Let's see if we get any zones that print. We have plenty of zones. I mean, this whole area is just one big zone. Alright, so let's see how we react. When we break out of that, we'll know. Okay, should be bullish right there. We are coming out of a higher time from demand zone, but let's see if we can get a 5 minute zone printed maybe. Unfortunately, do get stopped out, so I'm gonna write this somewhere. -37. Actually, I'll just have it on my notepad just so. -37. Okay, so yeah, I lost 37 points there because we are trying to re-auction right above this demand zone. But price will end up going up. look at where we get stopped out too. Stopped out right at the distal. Unlucky. Or not even at the distal, at the swing low. So yeah, ended up being a bigger reversal. Let's move to the back to the 1 hour. See if there's any zones here. Oh fuck. Oops. Oh fuck me. Alright, yeah, so we're back. The 5 minute. I mean, you just see a very grindy move up. Like, there's no supply and demand happening here. Is there any zones below this that we could use? Maybe have to go to 30 minute. I mean, there's just fucking nothing. So it's gonna be kind of rough trading this. Five minute maybe. Okay, there's one here. Check the 1 minute. There's just no good 1 minute zones I would use, honestly, from the overnight. Oh, here we go. Retrace. Can we make it in the zone? We do. Drop to the 1 minute. Now, typically you could just do this, but as you can see, we got wicked out before price actually goes up. So if you want a more precise entry, you can drop to the 1 minute and stay in the 1 minute until an actual imbalance forms. So far, I mean, this might be good enough. I'd say that right there. Okay, now if this fails, GG's. And we gotta remember that, yeah, I mean, this is the beginning of the month. I don't think price moves that much, so I don't even know if we're gonna be able to get a good profit target here. But maybe we play conservatively, get somewhere around here. I'm still kind of sketched about this because if you look at the overall, we are in the middle actually. Yeah, we are technically in the middle of all this, so it's gonna be rough, but let's see. And price, is price coming down from anything? No, I do think that price will open up to the upside. Oh, that could have been another entry right there, maybe. Right here. Let's see if it works. Nope, does not work. Okay, there we go. Target hit. Got plus 94. Oh, I need to turn off my fan. Alright, so far we are profitable during this backtesting session. Let's see if it keeps up. So yeah, I mean, that was the trade that I was looking for the day. I don't know if price is going to give us another opportunity or not. Looks like price is trying to reverse right here though. Yeah, oh fuck, I gotta pop like some fucking energy drink or some shit. But yeah, price keeps on going. And I'm only really looking longs because remember, we have a, like, this is the supply zone that I'm mainly interested in. Otherwise, we're coming out from a 4-hour demand zone. And since we're coming out from a 4-hour demand zone, I expect it to ultimately reach all the way up here, right? So we're just going to go along this 4-hour demand zone for as long as possible until it gets invalidated. Make sure that we're not coming from any higher time frame supply. Again, still don't see anything. Okay, I'm gonna move fair value because it seems like price is trying to migrate over. So let's see if we can find any good zones outside of that. I mean, we have this zone, which is okay. Check the 1 hour. 1 hour, I don't see anything. Yeah, I mean, just a bad, this, like in general, this price action, very tough to trade. So, I mean, honestly, just gotta keep it short of scalps. So this trade ends up working. This 5-minute demand zone right here. Drop to the 1 minute, check it out. Yeah, smooth entry in. And you really get no bullish fair value gap entry besides this one. And this one, I mean, I'm really sketched out, but I guess it ends up working, but maybe. You guys really want to take that chance? But I personally did not see it as I was backtesting, and I'm not going to take it, so. Like, I'm just really curious if there is actually a zone here that I'm missing. I mean, we got all the way up to here. There's a reversal zone up here, I'd say. But this isn't necessarily the best zone. But I will mark it because it's a reversal one. And the price that action that followed through with it is pretty strong. And yeah, with the location of the zone is pretty good. We get rally base. Okay, so you get more zones that print off of it. Okay, I'd say this is probably the short position that I would take. And I don't see anything till like here maybe, so guess we aim for 73 points maybe. Yeah, I'd say this is a decent spot to take profit. Okay, I mean, with this price action here, it kind of is telling me that we might be trying to re-auction, which means we're going to get a deeper pullback inside before we actually reverse. So, let me go back to the 5-minute. Yeah, I would say this zone right here is what I would look for. So maybe like this. Yeah. Same trade idea over there as well. Yeah, so we get stopped out. That's minus 26. Okay, we're in another trade. This one's got 36 points. Oh. Yeah, let's see how this works. We have new lower time frame demand printing inside. Like, yeah, I mean, we really shouldn't expect a huge reversal because at the end of the day, we are coming from 4-hour demand still. And honestly, it might honestly just be better to only stick with bullish trade ideas. I'm probably gonna stop down here. Yep. So mine's 36. I'm just writing that all here. And yeah, I mean the thing about this is that this is just hold on. Yeah. This is just like like any short trade ideas are just so hard to play because we're moving in the higher time frame bullish direction and we're like close to the middle too. So like we're in the higher time frame middle. Really makes not a lot of sense to be trying for all these short trade ideas. Like if we look at this right here, this would have worked as a demand zone. Yeah, I mean this would have been a good zone here, but we were coming from 5 minutes, so if anything, I would try to go long again. Check out the 5 minute real quick. Yeah, so new 5 minute printed on the way to this 5 minute supply zone, so we really should expect demand to work in our favor here. Just gotta wait for a pullback. Looks like price does not want to pull back. I mean, yeah, and we really don't get any trade entries besides here, maybe. And this is just using the wide variation of the zone. I mean, yeah, it's just so hard to like find an actual entry here. But we do know that price is still bullish, ultimately. Possibly if you wanted. This is also like a zone you can put risk on here. I'm just looking to see how I could have possibly joined in on this long. And I mean, you really only got the bullish fair value gaps. There's no actual like good zones that you can long from. Besides this one, unless if you used the wider variation. Yeah, I mean this is just rough, but might be one of those things where you just gotta let it go. Yeah, you literally just have to let it go. There's just no good entries here. But we are in the 4-hour supply zone now, so should expect. Oh, hold on. I gotta stop it. So yeah, now that we hit this 4-hour zone, it is starting to work. Or no, it might actually be this and this. That's actually the real zone here. Oops. Okay, boom. Starting to come down. More supply prints. But this move down is just so anorexic that it's like there's no power to this. No new zones being printed. We should expect this to ultimately fail in reverse. So, yep, here we go. This is it. This is your trade opportunity right here. Get 1 hour demand. Let's check out the 4 hour and see how that looks. Don't really get anything. Let's try 15 minute. 15 minute. Yeah, we're starting to work on another demand zone here. I mean, I wouldn't. Maybe this is hard to say because the rally out candle is just so weak. So maybe check the 1 minute and see if there's any better rally out candles. Yeah, there are definitely plenty of opportunities. It's just so hard to play. Yeah, I mean, this might. Yeah, there really are just some days that are just so hard to play. Because you're not really coming out of an obvious zone. Oh, wait. I forgot to extend these from yesterday. Yeah, so 5 minute. I'd say this one, honestly. Boom. Oh. Yeah, probably could trade off of that. And this is the only real entry you get, I'd say. 1 and 3 are. I'm not gonna write that down, but ideally the trade is something like that. Or yeah, or you can do something like this, which yeah, you end up getting stopped down unless you do like a flat like trade right there. But I mean, as long as you know the bias, like where price wants to go, like you guys have seen that my bias is still pretty accurate. Like when we reach this here, yeah, it goes down, test 5 minute demand. If 5 minute demand is making new buyers, even though it's competing against 1 hour supply, this is probably fake 1 hour supply. So should expect that price will continue going up higher. The question is, can we get a good entry? Maybe there. See? Go down in 1 minute, see if we can get a decent reversal. Right there. It's hard because we're at all-time highs and it's like every trade is kind of a guess, but I mean, yeah, it manages to go 30 points in our favor and then stops us out. Unlucky, but now the reversal is coming, so let's see, we find a zone. Yep, find a zone, easy. Okay, so now we know that price is going to be bearish. This is just supply and demand working out. Like, this is one of the pains of trying to ride trend, but yeah, there is new supply actually printing. So maybe I should have actually had my take profit around here, or just not taking the trade at all. So I'm gonna do minus 19 here. That's what our thing is looking like. And guys, it's okay to make mistakes, because as I'm making all these mistakes, I'm starting to realize, oh, there was another zone in the way, or oh, I was too high up on the curve and this is why my trade failed. But watch the reversal that comes out of this. Let's see in the 50-minute chart if there's an easier zone to read. No, not really. Let's see if we get a test back into one of our zones. I mean, what did I say though? Price was going to reverse, period. And it came from this 5-minute zone. As for entries, honestly, there probably were entries if we only use civvies. So maybe right here, which I was low-key contemplating on doing it, but I did get kind of nervous. And there's no demand till all the way down here. So, yeah, that would be the trade idea. And if you notice, it's like pretty much every civvy worked here. Every bearish fair value, yeah, one right there worked. One right there worked. Okay, all right, let's see. Price is gonna continue going down. Nope. Okay, because this very important zone gets fucked. This is our next zone. We are bearish. So let's mark out all the supply zones. Look something like that. Check the 1 hour. 1 hour, we definitely have a supply zone here. Okay, alright. Have our higher time frame zones marked. Now we watch. Okay, yep, boom. Replay that. We're in these zones. Watch the reversal. New zone gets printed. This is definitely a very strong 5-minute zone. Okay, and if you wanted to play it aggressively, this is an entry. Oof. Yeah, this is a very strong bearish move, and again, it's like I said, like we know price is going down. This is fair value. Price is chart is gonna start looking very messy, but is this like insanely obvious that supply outweighs demand right now? This is the entry that we have so far. See, now we watch the up. Okay, new supply gets printed. I'd honestly force it, and you know what? This is probably our trade idea right here. Say something like that. Hopefully I don't get punished. And I get punished. We end up breaking this low. 70 points is where it goes. What are we reversing out of? Is there a zone that I missed somewhere here? Maybe we missed a zone right here. I mean, I don't think it's the best zone, but I still do think that we are bearish ultimately. So there's a supply zone right here. We're still going to be bearish. Demand zone got printed on the way up. Came from this poor zone, so I expect it to not work. Okay, alright, now any of these civvies should be good. Minus 33. So yeah, so far I'm net like 20 points, I'd say, from the whole calculations, but the reads have been pretty accurate. Oh, if this 1 minute demand zone works, this short trade idea is dead. Okay, there we go. Plus 79. So yeah, there's that read. I mean, this 1 minute demand provided price a temporary lift. So it traps all the bulls. New sellers joined the market right here. This is another like add-in spot. Like that. Multiple entries found here. And I feel like price should just ultimately go a lot lower, but let's see. Okay, now this is a very obvious auctioning spot now. So now I expect orders to, I expect any zones above fair value, supply zones above fair value, to work really well. And demand zones below to also work really well. Okay, so now that this is invalidated, this is the main zone we're looking at now. Check the 50-minute, see if we're missing anything. Nope, not. Okay, that's our main zone then if we want to be bearish. And then if we want to be bullish, there is nothing down besides 50-minute. Which, actually, now that I think about it, oh yeah, this 50-minute did get used, but I was still hoping for it to be retraced. Okay, here we go. Let's watch this. Okay. Does this 5-minute zone provide anything? What zone did we hit? 1 hour? See, there's another zone that got provided off of this. Yep, right here. I didn't have it marked, but barely gets tapped. Check the 4 hour real quick, see if there's a better location. Nope. So we are bearish again. Okay. That should be our entry somewhere. I'd honestly say this reaction is enough for me to say. Okay, actually we should probably watch, make sure another zone doesn't get formed here. Okay. Short here. It's a wide ass stop, but I really do believe that we are gonna keep on going lower. Fair value still all the way down here. It's slowly starting to migrate up, but still pretty confident that price wants to go lower. So let's see. Okay, well, take profit was missed by literally 2 points. But I mean, yeah, I would have just looked at one of these for. Yep, this is my entry, or this is the liquidity right here. 32. That would have been where I wanted to take profit. So, I mean, depending on how you guys want to get, like, I'm just going to say I got plus 95 on that one. So, I mean, we're like, what, positive 40 or some shit? Price reverses after taking that liquidity. New demand zones get printed. This should be a really good one. Yeah, price is just super bullish now. So can we find another entry on here? It's looking like a no. Yeah, I mean, this price action is just so sloppy. anyways, we're at 40 minutes on this backtesting session, so I'm just gonna release it raw. If you guys follow along, you follow along. If not, I mean, there's definitely some trades I could have missed, but it's always good to get some more practice with this type of stuff.